All right,
Okay.
so man, I just gotta ask you, man. I gotta ask you what you thought about the story mode.
I thought it was fantastic, man. After the events of Aftermath in 11, like, we're finally progressing, seeing how Liu Kang does with the reins of power, being probably like the most powerful entity other than the one being in the Mortal Kombat story.
Yeah.
And to see, that's typical of Liu Kang, bro. You expect him, most people expected him to, go crazy with the power and try to right wrongs and this, that, and the third, but that man saw the bigger picture. He's like, man, I'm gonna just turn out like everybody else. So I'm gonna go ahead and just relinquish this power, give it to Gears, let him be the keeper of time, and I'll just be a demigod. I'm content being a demigod, So I thought that right there in itself was fantastic and magnanimous of Liu Kang to go that route, showing us a different path. That power's not everything, and I just really like how with he didn't just immediately choose Raiden to be his champion. He's like, we're gonna do a round robin and see who gets to be the champion.
Yeah.
And ended up being Raiden anyway. So once again, Kung Lao got to sit that ass down, bro.
Bro, I was gonna ask you that. That's definitely the next question, bro. Kung Lao gets no shine in Mortal Kombat.
Bro, he's forever player too, bro.
Bro, he Luigi.
Yeah, that's the reason why Mario leads and Luigi follows, bro.
Bruh, he can't get a break. Like, you remember the Mortal Kombat movie that had Cole Young that I hated? I don't know if you hated it. Did you?
Yeah,
Did you?
bro.
Okay, okay. We everybody be on the same page. Cole, it would have been a good movie without Cole Young, but Kung Lao was legit in that movie, and they did terrible with Liu Kang, but I thought they did real good with Kung Lao, and he died.
Yep.
I don't know what they was thinking, and here they are. You think that Mortal Kombat 2 is real?
Yeah, they've already been filming it. They've been filming in Australia. As a matter of fact, Ed Boon posted a few months ago on his Twitter him at the set of the Mortal Kombat movie in Australia, taking pictures with everybody and whatnot.
Wow, well,
he's already given his seal of approval.
Well, they dropped the ball with killing Kung Lao. All right, I'm gonna get back on topic. All right, so I got questions for you, man. I just want to know what you thought about the game first, but I got questions for you, man. There's some stuff that had happened in this game, and I just want to know your opinion on it, man. So the first thing I want to know is what you thought about Kuai Liang being Scorpion.
I think it's interesting. It's different. I like it just because there's such, even though him and behind are brothers, not rivals.
Yeah,
there's still all this strife because Bihan's like, hey, I'm in charge now. We're gonna quit serving. We're gonna start taking what we want around here, and of course, Kuai Liang is like, what? Like, what are you talking about? And he's like, yeah, we out here, we getting it. We don't take it. We're not bending the knee no more. So it's like you can see the internal struggle. Like, yeah, even though these dudes are on the same team, it don't look like it's gonna last because one's wanting to honor tradition and everything. The other one's like, I want the power, the hose, the glory. I want the respect. We want all that. And if it means that Pops had to die for me to get it, oh well. So I kind of like it, even though they're on the same squad. There's still issues between them, like, that and the fact that, like, Smoke, him getting dogged out, like, Dad made you family, but, you family by proxy, you ain't family by blood. So basically saying, like, you squad, but, like, when we go out to eat, bro, you gotta sit your own table, bro. You ain't us. So I thought it was interesting. Like, you could see the essence of Noob Saibot coming into fruition already.
Yeah, definitely.
Even just his mannerism, him talking like, respect me, I'm your grandmaster.
Oh yeah,
obey me. Like, bruh, like, chill out, bruh. Literally, chill out.
Man, every trailer for Mortal Kombat has always put Sub-Zero against Scorpion. In this game, when Liu Kang restarted the storyline, they were brothers. I was like, what in the world is going on? And I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't even catch on that Kuai Liang was Scorpion. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't register until, like, he got, Sub-Zero sliced him in the face. And I'm like, hold on, Kuai Liang, all of it registered at once. But the thing is like, you know, everybody, like me personally, I used to read the Mortal Kombat 1 manual on the way to church every Sunday. Like, I am knee deep in Mortal Kombat lore when it comes to those two. And to see them be brothers and like Mortal Kombat, every trailer that I've seen with NRS, they have Sub-Zero and Scorpion fighting either in the woods or somewhere they fighting. And here they are brothers, and the game is like trying to make them cooperate, and it's still like oil and water. Is it oil and water? Yeah, we'll have the phrase go. It's like oil and water, and lo and behold, they break down and fight. And I'm like, we in Mortal Kombat, y'all. We in Mortal Kombat, and they fight. And of course, they don't fight to the death and all that. But like, I'm like, man, like it's like, and even that, they even got like elements of the real Mortal Kombat storyline in here. It's like you can't change the storyline and it not go the direct path. I mean, go the path that it wanted to go anyway. So you got Smoke and Kuai Liang still being best of friends, and you got Bi-Han just being evil. And I know you're the one who told me the story of Bi-Han. I never knew how strong Bi-Han was, and I played Mortal Kombat Mythologies as a kid, and I didn't realize that Bi-Han and Liu Kang are, I think you told me, like the two strongest people in Mortal Kombat. So like for Bi-Han to like still be evil and nothing is forcing him to be evil. I always thought the Grandmaster Lin Kuei was making him be evil, and you know he turns into new Sabat and he's evil, but you know he's dead, so it's kind of hard to say whether he's evil at that point or whether his spirit has become evil or tainted. But here he is in the new storyline, and he just can't help it. He just always goes the wrong path, and there were no, you know, Shin Ryu kids and family to kill. He just always is evil. Like I mean, I love that.
Well, I mean, Liu Kang did say that, like, you know, no matter what timeline, it's just certain people that just they gonna be evil regardless. It's their nature. You know, they're not gonna be able to change who they are. And as you can see, even with everything that he did to try to alter the outcome to where, you know, the sorcerers were led meaningless, trivial lives. You know, a way still was provided to them to become who they truly were. So, you know, that's the thing with, I think that's the beauty of Mortal Kombat. Like, people like the blood, the gore, and how violent it is, but at the end of the day, it's still a story of good versus evil, and like you can't force somebody to be something that they're not. So like Maya Angelou used to say, if somebody tells you who they are, believe them. If this dude's gonna be bad, he's gonna be bad. You can't change that. You can change all these timelines, you do everything you want. If that's his true nature, it's eventually gonna come out, and there ain't gonna be no suppressing it.
Man, what do you think is the biggest spoiler that the trailers gave you? Well, hold on, first off, did you watch all the trailers before the game came out?
Bruh, me and my boys, we studied those trailers immaculately, like every fine detail, looking for Easter eggs. Like I pointed out to everybody when they had the reptile trailers, I pointed out Quan Chi before anybody even noticed. I pointed them out, like when they had knocked Quan Chi out in the story, and they were in Outworld at the little festival, and they put him in the little outfit. When I first saw the Zizos trailer, I was like looking at it, and I was like, bro, I can see that's Quan Chi, because you can see like the little epaulette things the little sharp things on the side. I was like, and we paused it and zoomed in, and I was like, yeah, that's Quan Chi, bro. Like I figured that he was there infiltrating. I didn't know that they had knocked him out and put him to sleep, but I was like, yeah, Bro, like we be studying all that, just like with Natara's trailer, when Kung Lao was like, what have you done with Jin's body? And Natara's like, you'll never know. Everybody was like, oh, they're talking about Jennifer's body, the movie, whatever. And yeah, but they were also, if you are a fan of Mortal Kombat Conquest, which I am huge, like the original Kung Lao, Great Kung Lao in that show, his girlfriend in that show, her name was Jin, and she got killed by Scorpion. So that was like a double entendre, and then the devs confirmed, like, yeah, like they have actually thrown quite a few more Combat Conquest Easter eggs in this game. So I'm hoping that they will, if not, I know they won't make it canon. I'm hoping to see like characters from that show. I don't care if it's Taja or Zero or Vorpax, just whoever. Like that would be amazing. But yeah, we dissected those videos numerous times. We'd be over here drinking, gaming, having fight nights, and we'll, I turn the surround sound up and we'll play that sucker at full blast in 4K and just watch it and just pick out any little thing that we could, just any little drop of content that NRS gives us, we would just feed on it for forever until the next trailer drops. So yeah, we would stay on them videos heavy.
But what did you think about when they changed Tarkatan the race into a disease, man? What you think? Because that blew my mind.
Yeah, it's a fantastic way of starting, retelling it, stretching. Bread. Sometimes you got to stretch the noodles, man. You can't just eat noodles. Sometimes you got to stretch them out. Put a little bit of sausage in there, a little onion, a little pepper, put a little flavor to it, bro. Stretch it out. That's all they did. They just took something great and repackaged it and made it even greater than what it was.
Greater than what it was.
Yeah.
And what did you think about Baraka being a good guy? Because that blew my mind. Like, I always hated Baraka. And here he is. Like, I found so much love for Baraka in this game.
But when you really think about it, because I'm a Baraka guy, was he really evil? Like, because, like, he served Shao Kahn, but he's all about his people. Yeah. He's all about his people. I just want to see that my people eat and we're good. Like, I mean, even his fatality is called 4-piece combo. He kills you, everybody eating. Cooking over a hot stove, making sure everybody eats.
Hold on, man. I got a timeout. You asked me, is he evil? The answer is yes. The answer is undoubtedly yes. He of Outworld, he is one of the most evil. So yeah, that's my answer to that.
Yeah, like he is, but like, I can either be good and submit myself to shout, well, in his mind, there is no evil as long as my people are safe. Yeah. Like,
and in all fairness, there ain't nobody good in our world, is it?
Yeah, no. There is no such thing as good or bad. You live or you die.
Yeah. Our world is kind of
the weak don't make it, and the strong do, bro. So you do what you got to do. So
man, in this game, I love Baraka. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I love Mortal Kombat to the point where I didn't want to see trailers, so I watched the first 2 trailers, and after I think the Reptile trailer, and like even when I would watch them, I would be trying my hardest not to pay attention, and I wouldn't, like, you were looking into details and studying it, I was not looking at any of it because I wanted to experience the game all at one time. So even when I watched it, I just basically forget all of what I had learned, but I just couldn't forget Tarkas because my boy Jordan called me and explained that part to me. So outside of that, everything that happened in the story was a shock to me. But Baraka, like, when he explained it, it still hit just as hard as it would have if I experienced it for myself. When he was like, Johnny Cage reached it. Was that Johnny Cage or was that Kenshi? One of them reached to shake his hand, and he was like, "My people don't do that." And he was like, "Y'all don't know what we are, do y'all?" And he was like, "Nah, we don't." And that was pretty messed up for Liu Kang. He sent him out there with no intel. But anyway, they were like, "Nah." He was like, "Man, we got Tarkats." And he was like, "It's a debilitating disease." And he was like, "The only release from it is death." I was like, what?
Bruh, he's being real in the field. See, like I said, he's not a bad guy. Like, he's just doing his thing. Like, he could have been like, you know what, I'll dap you up. You're gonna be sick too. You're gonna be right here in this camp with us, bruh. But you know what I'm saying? He's like, hey, bruh, first of all, we don't dap. We don't do that. Yeah. And second of all, like, we're contagious, bruh. Yeah. So be about your business and then keep your distance, because you don't want this, bruh. Like you said, death is the only thing that's gonna make us happy, bruh. So, we're gonna work together on this, and we're gonna get it done, but we're gonna keep it moving. Now, like, they gave Baraka his humanity in this game.
They did.
And in one of his intros, he laughs. Like when Johnny Cage and him have an interaction, he's talking about how Johnny thinks he has a chance with Katana, and Baraka actually laughs. That's how cool they made this dude. Yeah, they actually made him laugh. And then, like, I've never been a Melina fan.
Me neither.
Until Mortal Kombat 10, I kind of liked her a little bit, only because she was like trying to, step up for Shao Kahn and be economist.
You a Shao Kahn fan too?
I am actually a Shao Kahn fan. Like, I like somebody that's like, hey, bro, I'm gonna do what I gotta do
Get it
to get
done.
where I'm not gonna let nobody stop me from accomplishing my goals.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what. And he literally was like, the God's gonna have to kill me to stop me. And then they's like, all right, fine,
Yeah.
we'll kill you. But he does, like, that's the thing. Like, everybody has morals, and they think like, oh, this is right and this is wrong. Like, it just depends. Like, you can't force your ideas on others. Yeah, like, yeah. I like, if I see something I like, I'm gonna find a means to get it. If I can't get it the right way, I'm gonna go about the wrong way. Is that right in my eyes? That's what really matters. I don't care what other people think. So, and that I respect Khan. He don't take no lip from nobody. He does whatever it takes to accomplish his goals. So,
I loved Melina becoming Khan since, Shao Kahn was there. And I'm gonna be honest, from being a Mortal Kombat 2 fan, and I played Mortal Kombat 1 and 2, but I'm saying when Melina coming in Mortal Kombat 2 and you learning that she's a clone of Katana, you don't really know. You know that she's a clone, but you don't know the love that Shao Kahn has for her until NRS picks it up, and then in MKX and he's dead, and she becomes Khan, and you're like, well, that's only right. Like, logically speaking, you're like, that's only right that Melina will become Khan. And here it is, like, they held true to that by making her Sindel's heir. Now, what do you think about, like, Sindel being... I'm gonna ask you this, because it didn't make no sense to me. And it's not supposed to make sense, but they don't really mention Edenia. And for the people that aren't, like, real deep Mortal Kombat fans, they're not even gonna question this. But I'm like, why is Sindel sitting on the throne in Outworld?
Well, Outworld represents Edenia in this, like, Edenia doesn't exist.
Yeah.
But now it's, Outworld. But, they're still, in a way, they're still like Edenians, even though Edenia doesn't exist. But, Outworld is basically Edenia. That's why. So, with the time reset, Edenia don't exist. They're still Edenians, but Edenia don't exist. Edenia is Outworld. And
they just kind of merged them.
They're still making Katana blood relation to Sindel.
Yeah.
But they just with the reset, Melina is also Sindel's daughter. Instead of actually being a clone, she's actually blood relation. So
blew my mind.
Part of that's part of the new era, man.
Yeah, it blew my mind. Now, like, okay, so like Li Mei, I had Deception, but I'm gonna be honest, wasn't a fan. And now here she is in Mortal Kombat 1, and she has a role. Like, do you remember what her story was?
Yeah, Li Mei in Deceptions. In Deceptions, Li Mei was from like a small town of no consequence, whatever, and the Deadly Alliance came there and forced her town of people to be slaves to help build the Dragon Palace, to help build the little Solnado so that Shang Tsung and Quan Chi could revive the Dragon King's army. And her story was basically, she found a way to fight them. In her story, she found a way to fight them and beat them to, set her people free. The city that she's from set them free. But in, like, that's her, like, ending story game, like if you play the arcade. But if you play, like, the actual story mode, you know what I'm saying? She that's what she did in Deadly Alliance. But in Deceptions, in her ending, she ends up betraying everybody and helping Onaga to, take all the Kamidogu, merge all the Kamidogu, and control all the realms. So she's not, and it's weird because in one game she's bad, and in another game she's good. It's like NRS is bad about doing that. Sometimes they don't recticon everything just right, but a lot of people like Li Mei.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much her backstory with Deceptions and Deadly Alliance.
I'm gonna be honest, I was glad to see some of these 3D characters. I count Reiko as a 3D character because, I feel like Mortal Kombat 4 was a 3D game, but it was weird nobody else does. But man, I was hyped to see him because I know I'm finna ask you, and I know you already know. Do you remember what happens when you beat the game with Reiko in Mortal Kombat 4?
Yeah, he goes through that portal and then he sits on Khan's realm and the little helmet comes sliding down.
Yes. So when I saw him, all right, so I'm a big
It's always
Shao.
been his aspiration to be
Yeah.
Khan. Like he's Khan's second in command. It's always his aspiration to be Khan. And the thing is, Shao Kahn knows this.
Yeah.
Shao Kahn knows this. As a matter of fact, in Deceptions, there's a mission where Shao Kahn sends Shujinko to tell Reiko, hey, go tell Reiko, I know he's been sneaking and throwing and putting on my crown.
I've seen
Tell
that.
him he do it again. That's gonna be the last time. So
Yeah.
like Reiko has never betrayed. I mean,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
never
he's still
betrayed
loyal.
Khan, but just the fact that you in the throne room putting on a crown that don't belong to you, like, let you know this man got aspirations
Yeah.
to be Khan. But Khan also knows he would never, that Reiko is
Yeah,
steadfast, will never betray him. So
Yeah.
like that's why he's the general of Shao Kahn's armies. Like he that dude. Like if I need to depend on somebody to go get it done, that's him, bro. I call him don't talk because he don't talk. He all action. Reiko's that dude.
So let's talk Red Cons then. In Mortal Kombat X, Kotal Khan is that guy. He's the one claiming he's been the general. So why did they do that? Like,
Well,
I mean, would you agree with that, or could I be wrong?
Because in X, Shao Kahn doesn't exist. After the reset in 9, Khan dies. So there's internal strife in X. Who's going to be the new Khan? It was between Kotal Khan was a general in Shao Kahn's armies, and there was like in X, if you play storyline, there was a fight. It was Kotal Khan's faction fighting against Melina's faction. Melina had Baraka, she had Rain, and she had I want to say Reptile. I could be wrong. And then Kotal Khan had Ermac. He had I can't remember who else he had. But anyway, they were beefing with each other. It was a civil war in Outworld in 10 to see who would win, and Kotal Khan ended up winning.
Yeah.
So,
but they should have had
Khan.
Reiko and I guess that's what I'm tripping about, because you know what Shao Kahn did when Mortal Kombat X came out and he dies like in the credits. I'm like, wow, you know, who's gonna be the next boss? And all of a sudden they bring up Kotal Khan and I'm like, where's Reiko then?
Well, I mean, Reiko was the general of Shao Kahn's armies, whereas Shao Kahn had declared Melina like his family, his blood. So when
but they should have said whether he had died or something.
When it comes to like dynasties and kings and stuff like that and queens, it's normally a family thing. That's how you keep the bloodline going. You keep the dynasty going. It ain't just true. It's not a democratic thing where it's who wins the popular vote kind of thing.
Yeah, that's facts. That's definitely facts. All right, well, shout outs to Reiko for not being in MKX. But I got this is the biggest question for you, and then I guess we'll call this an episode. Now, we're gonna make an episode strictly about Mortal Kombat artifacts, but I just gotta ask you, what do you think that was that Liu Kang gave to Raiden so he would get those thunder powers?
That was an amulet. That's basically
was it Shinnok's?
It was Shinnok's amulet, but in this timeline, it's just it's like a relic that amplifies electricity. It gives it powers of electricity to the user, thunder and lightning. That was definitely Shinnok's amulet. Yeah. But in this timeline, it just serves as a relic and artifact that just gives the user who wields it the powers of thunder and lightning.
Man, I was like, you got Shinnok's amulet in here, you got the Soul NATO in here, you got the Army of the Dead. I was like, man, they gotta have Onaga in here. And I beat the game with Reiko.
Trust me, the game Aftermath is coming, part 2, where you got everything is playing up to where Onaga's coming, bro.
Yeah, he gotta come.
I promise you, he's got to, bro. He's the big baddie. Yeah, he's got to. He's the only other. So you really got. I call it the pick 4. In Mortal Kombat, these are the main huge protagonists. Don't get me wrong, Shang Tsung and Quan Chi are definitely they're big trouble. But the main bosses are always gonna be Shao Kahn, Shinnok.
Mm-hmm.
I put Quan Chi and Shang Tsung as a combo package. You got
Yep.
the Deadly Alliance,
Yeah.
and then of course, you got Onaga, of course, and then you got the One Being, who's the pretty much the final boss of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. It looks like in the games that they've decided to tone it down because, I'm gonna be honest with you. Everybody been wanting to see Motaro, and they found a smart way to put Motaro in the game. And
They
in a
did.
way, huh?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
did.
they found a real smart way because they always knew that they couldn't give the fans what they wanted, which is a playable Motaro. Technically speaking, you just couldn't do it and make it make sense. But they gave us Motaro. They gave us Shao Kahn. They nerfed Shao Kahn to hell. As a Shao Kahn fan, I'm gonna say they nerfed him to hell. But it makes sense in the story because you already said it. The goal of Liu Kang was to tone down all these radical beings like Shang Tsung, Quan Chi, and Shao Kahn. And they made Shao Kahn loyal to Sindel. I thought he was gonna turn on Sindel, but he legitimately didn't. Shit went to hell and he just picked a new side. But I don't think, from seeing the outro and Reiko trying to, corral Onaga in, the way Mortal Kombat is depicting him in NRS, he's too big. And I'm talking about physically. I'm talking about he is alright, so have you noticed that Goro is 6'5" in this game? Goro is the same height as Shao Kahn. Now, when I used to read them books as a kid, Shao Kahn was 7 feet, Goro was 8 feet. So I already started tripping when I saw Goro as a side character and Motaro was that much bigger than him. I was like, man, when I saw the trailers, I said they gotta fix Goro because he's way too small and not a game out, and I just live with it. But if they put Onaga in this game, even if they put him in as a cameo, he's just entirely too big. So
I mean, size shouldn't really matter. NRS can find a way to animate him, give him moves if that's what they want to do. And you also got to understand that Onaga also knows how to use astral projection.
Oh, Dark Side, huh?
Remember he was Damashi in Mortal Kombat Deceptions? Saifu Jujenko. He can take on pretty much any form that he wants to.
Okay.
If need be. So
Yeah.
if he wanted to make an avatar of himself and actually not be there on the physical plane fighting, but having an avatar using his body, or taking the body of somebody else, I'm sure the NRS could do that if they so chose to do that.
Yeah.
If that's the route that they wanted to go.
Man, it's been good having your own, man.
Man, I'm just getting started, bro.
Hey, man, if you want to keep cooking, because I got more stuff, but I'm trying to be respectful of your time, man.
You got nothing but time, baby.
Man.
Hey, I am Liu Kang staring at the hourglass. I got my juice back, bro. It's whatever.
All right, well, how about this then? Okay, so, I've always wondered how Kenshi lost his eyes, but I just got Snowblind. So I just watched Snowblind this year, so I saw how he lost his eyes. But boy, was it savage in this game, man.
Yes.
It was ugly.
Whoa.
It was ugly. Did it catch you off guard? Because he has to lose his eyesight. But did this way catch you off guard?
Most definitely. I was like, I was sitting there playing the game and I was like, oh God, whoa. And then Melina's like, my bad, dog. And I'm like,
she really was like, my bad.
And Kenshi's like, man,
it's all good.
Fault,
he really was like, it's all good, bro. He lost his eyesight and he was like, it's all good.
We in your house, bro. I'm sorry. It's on me, bro. That's on me. And then of course Liu Kang, bro. I want to be mad at Liu Kang, but it's like Liu Kang only told them what they needed to know, not everything, because then that would have complicated things. Yeah. So when he came back, Liu Kang was like, I knew it was coming, but I just didn't know it was coming like this. I'm sorry, bro. And I'd have been like, bro, my spirits telling me to slice and dice your ass. You could have told me I was fixing to go blind, bro. Like, what the hell, man? But it is what it is, bro. I knew he was gonna go blind at some point, but like that, yeah.
That was savage. And he let. Okay, so all right. So this is something that I wanted to hold for next episode, but we still rolling. So let's keep rolling. So I wanted to ask you because I know you a big Raiden fan. I'm a big Liu Kang fan, and now they done both been basically. Well, I'm gonna put it like this: Raiden has never had the power Liu Kang has, because right now Liu Kang technically got Chronicle's power and Raiden's power.
He's stronger than the elder guy. He's a Titan, bro.
Yeah. Oh, they call it a Titan. Okay. Yeah.
He's a Titan, bro.
So yeah, so I really can't. So I wanted to ask you, who played the role better, but in all honesty, I can't ask you that because Liu Kang has way more power than Raiden ever had. Raiden always was just protector of Earthrealm, and he just had to play his cards as they were
At
dealt.
At Raiden's height, he at his zenith, he was an elder god. That's it.
Yeah, but you know
That's
what?
as
There
long as
there are
he's
no
ever
other
been.
elder gods now, right? Like you said, just
No,
Titans, huh?
there's still elder gods. The elder gods still exist. Why would they say, may the elder gods protect you? Why would we be praying to gods that don't exist?
Man, they can exist. Like, look how much power Liu Kang has.
Like, well, see, that's because he had the power of the
Even
elder god.
Chronica didn't have the power he has, right?
No, she doesn't have the power that he has because he had a fusion of the power bestowed upon him by the elder gods. He was already made a demigod by fusing with Raiden's soul. He had the power of the elder gods because they made him they made him their champion, and he had the power of Chronica as a titan. So, like, that combination just puts him on. He's kind of like Gil from Street Fighter. He has the ability to create and uncreate things, and that puts him on a whole another skill tier list. Like, so the only person that would be a challenge, I don't like the fact that he relinquished his power. I understand why, because he didn't want to go mad, but at the same time, like, you shouldn't have all this power just to have to struggle with people that you've already got rid of,
that's
like
facts.
Quan Chi and Shang Tsung.
That's facts.
Like, if the power that he has, if he really wanted to use it the way he really wanted to, I know he's not going to do that, but if he did, the only person that would be a problem, that would be at his level, is basically the one being. That's it. Yeah. And a battle between them would definitely destroy pretty much everything
So,
and anything.
If I just heard you correctly, technically he's still stronger than Shang Tsung.
Oh yeah,
that's what.
Liu Kang is not Raiden. Liu Kang. That's the problem with Liu Kang and with Raiden. They're Batman, bro. They like, I could easily take you out. I'm not gonna take you to Arkham. I could kill you, and that could be the end of it, and that'll be the end. And we're done. We're done here. But he doesn't. He's out here rehabilitating people, which annoys me. He's got the same problem that. The only difference between Raiden and Liu Kang is when Liu Kang has to kill somebody, he does.
He gets,
Raiden didn't do that. Raiden had that Goku mentality. Like, this was a good fight. I hope you become a better person. Like, no, bro. I don't, like, you need to kill him, and we don't need to see this dude until the game's over and we see who voice acted that dude in the credits. Like, that he shouldn't cease to exist anymore. Yeah. But that's why I like Dark Raiden. I don't like Dark Raiden in the game. I like Dark Raiden in the comics and in the manga, because that dude, especially Dark Raiden, when he was controlled by them blood daggers, anybody could get it, bro. Anybody and everybody was catching heat, bro. Like, so, like, I do like the fact that Liu Kang's got all this power, but at the same time, they kind of handicapped him by making him relinquish that power. But I can understand why. Being the keeper of time and everything, he's gonna go mad. And like, in a way, he kind of abused his power because he didn't balance things. If you really understand, he made it where all the good guys are doing good and all the bad guys are suffering. But isn't that the plot of every bad guy in a bad situation until they get a re-up?
That's a good point.
That's all he did. Like, you facilitated these dudes
for the sake of peace, though. For the sake of peace, though.
Yeah, but nothing good lasts forever. Peace doesn't last forever. It's like a yin and a yang. If you put too much energy in one, the other ones, it's gonna be some kind of imbalance. Something's gonna happen. Like, it's not Mortal Kombat if it's just like everybody's out here chilling and drinking wine and having arguments and like, meet me outside with your pillow in 10 minutes. Like, what did they expect was gonna happen? He altered, it's like yours told him. He's like, bro, you put so much energy and time and effort into, making the bad guys have a crappy life and becoming nothing, that something like you can't change the temporal balances like that. It doesn't work like that. It needs to be a neutral balance. Like, you're either good or you're bad. You gotta let shit play out the way it does. And he kind of, when you're a god, you don't think in terms of good or evil or right or wrong. It's just I'm a guy, so I do what I want.
Yeah.
And he did, and now he's paying the consequences for it. So in a way, now I think in a way now he understands the difficult role that Raiden had now.
Yeah,
I think he understands it now. Like it's not as easy. The right outcome is not as always as easy as it looks. It's way more complicated.
Well, because this story went to hell, and it went to hell fast. Like,
yeah, I loved it. It was
like
chaotic.
The first two half was like I could deal with this. Cause look, do you remember Mortal Kombat 11? It stressed me out the whole way through. And then this one was like, all right, I'm chilling. I literally was sitting there eating gummy worms and watching it. I'm like chilling, and then it just went to hell. It just went straight to hell.
Here, I was eating soup, and then next thing I know, shit was getting crazy. And 2 hours later, my soup was just sitting there pending, and I'm like, bruh, like I gotta pause the game only to go pee or something, because like shit's getting out of pocket, bro. Like what the hell?
I was taking naps in the middle of them matches, bro. It was too much, man. It was too much. I'm gonna tell you this. There was no way I was gonna put this game in rest mode and play the rest the next day. I said this game getting finished. It's getting finished today.
The cinematic story mode in Mortal Kombat is probably the best out of any fighting game. Like it's like a Marvel movie, bro.
Yeah. Oh,
you're fully invested.
The same thing.
You're fully invested. Like if they didn't make this a game, if they quit making games and just made animated movies with that quality,
live action movies, it'd be a wrap.
It's a wrap. It's done.
It's a wrap.
Done. It is done, bro. It is done. Cause like the storytelling is just
it's amazing.
Superb, bro.
It's
like
amazing.
These characters literally went from like the fact that Boone and his team was able to go from 11 to a reset with 1, but with the reset, they somehow went from going forward to going to the past, and then bringing the past to the present.
And still went
when
forward.
They brought the past to the present, and we went through the iterations of Deadly Alliance, Deceptions, and Armageddon.
Yeah.
In 4K.
Yeah.
Bruh, please. With the Unreal 5 engine, boy, you can't tell me nothing about it.
Bro, when I saw that pyramid, I checked out. I said, oh Lord, this damn pyramid. Everybody knows Armageddon's intro, the greatest intro in all fighting game history. And I said, when I saw that fucking pyramid, I said, oh hell.
They did it again somehow.
They did it again, bro.
I told you, bro. They stretched them noodles, bro. They just added some extra ingredients. We're like, bro, it's payday, but I'm like, bro, I'm not going to Wild Wings. I got these noodles. I got these eggs. I'm about to make the ultimate ramen bowl and chill, bro. I'm good. Good. They did that.
Man, they did it.
They deserve their flowers, bro.
Yeah, facts. That's facts. Hey,
I'm not hating on Street Fighter because I play Street Fighter.
Yeah.
But you know, World Tour mode, that feels like a Final Fight side scroller. Where as I'm playing NetherRealm's game, I feel like I'm in a cinematic Marvel universe deciding the fate of millions, literally.
Let's talk about it. You brought it up. Hey, everybody know I hate on Street Fighter, but let's talk about it. I thought that World Tour mode was pretty good. I'm for real. I'm gonna give it. When I first played it, I definitely was willing to give it a 6 or a 7, and that's pretty good. You know, let's just be honest. A 6 or a 7 is not an insult. It's good. But once them vacuum cleaners started whooping my ass, that World Tour got a 3, and it went from fighting people that made sense to fighting like it's just like Capcom was just trying to stack a grind on top of you with nothing to gain from it. And here we are, we flip into Mortal Kombat, and it's like they just can't even compete when it comes to, like, you know, your game gonna have gameplay. It's gonna have a versus mode. Both games gonna have a versus mode. But I can't look at Street Fighter 6 and say all their energy went into versus mode, so that makes sense why they don't have a good story mode. Mortal Kombat's versus mode is just as good as Street Fighter's versus. I promise you, people just don't understand it yet because they don't understand how complex cameos are. But the story, the literal story, this is what I was gonna post, and I stopped because I came to my senses because I was drunk off power. I was about to write, this is the greatest movie I've ever seen, but I stopped because I know people gonna start sending me God of War videos and Final Fantasies, and I came to my senses. I said, I know the games that I play, but I don't know their games, so I stopped. But I know when it comes to fighting game, you said it may be, I know for a fact there cannot be a fighting game that can compete with the last 3 Mortal Kombats. Hold on, is that 3 or 4? Mortal Kombat 9, Mortal Kombat X, Mortal Kombat 11, so that's 4. Can't even compete.
I mean, people are entitled to their opinion, and that's fine, but that's just it. It's just an opinion. I'm not gonna force how I feel on somebody else. I can just go, but I can say this. I feel like I'm more of an authority to speak on something that I've actually experienced, not just based off of, oh, I can't play this because I got a block button. You know what I'm saying? You have no position to speak or judge on anything if you haven't went out there and got your feet wet, truly experienced it. And I'm not just talking about gameplay. I'm talking about storyline. I'm talking about getting the actual grind. Like you said, in World Tour mode, you're learning styles for your little creative character, whatever, and this, that, and the third. But I don't feel like every day I boot up, I need to go in World Tour mode and do this to get that, because I'm not really getting anything. Like they got freaking $15 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle avatar. Like it's a cash grab. Whereas in Mortal Kombat, anything that you want, if you grind it enough, you can get it. You just gotta grind. And like I just literally finished Invasions today. Like I'm not done. I'm done with like the main part of it, but there's still like lots of stuff to do. There's tons of costumes to unlock and fatalities and brutalities for every character stuff. Like I feel like my time is well invested. I'm grinding in Invasions, like I'm unlocking something. I'm leveling my character up. I'm doing something that's going to contribute towards the quality of life of the game. It's not like, well, I beat the story, so now I just sit here and wait till the next DLC character comes out. Like that's how I feel with Street Fighter. And I'm a Street Fighter guy. I love Street Fighter. I will never shit on Street Fighter. I love Street Fighter. But like once you're done with the World Tour mode, what do you have to do? Sit in a lobby with deformed characters that God knows what came out of Shang Tsung's flesh pits, and just sit there and have avatar battles or have a rank battle. That's it. Whereas with Mortal Kombat, I can get online with people. I can go in Invasions and grind stuff and constantly unlock other stuff.
The rank mode has something to earn from it. You get skins out of Combat League.
Exactly.
You get nothing out of playing ranked. But some rep points. I mean, just literally like your reputation as a person. That's the only thing you get.
And all it does is just shows how much, in your rank just shows how much you played the game.
It really does. Yeah.
That's all it's showing, is how much you play the game. Like, whereas where I'm grinding in Mortal Kombat, like, oh man, that's a clean suit. How much you pay for it? Oh man, I grinded. I beat such and such sub boss, invasion boss, and got this. Or I grinded these towers and got this, bro. Like, damn.
Or so I'm Elder God in Combat League. You got to get this from being good. You can't buy this. You can't buy this one.
No cash was passed to buy this outfit. You can only get this outfit exclusive if you made it to Elder God stat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a flex.
That's a
being
flex.
Able to say I earned this because I did this and I did that and I grinded that and I'm in the 0.5 percentile of people in the world that have this outfit. You can't go in the eShop and spend $100 and get this outfit. Like to me, I like to see stuff like that because it lets other people know, all right, this dude's about that life. He really went out there and did that. He grinded and made it happen. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, shouts out to Street Fighter 6. I'm still gonna play it. I'm still gonna play it. I'm waiting on Akuma. I'm waiting to see what that boy does. You know, I'm excited.
But here's the problem. You saying the same thing that I said that people clown me in the group for. We're waiting. We're not playing anymore. We're waiting. And it's just the honest truth. And the game ain't nothing but, let's count, June, July, August, and we're in September. 4 months old, and we're waiting.
Yep.
I mean, it's just the honest truth. Like, and I was waiting out really, it dropped, it like, for real, it what's the word my boy used? Damn it. Anyway, it crashed. It crashed after Evo. It literally hit. It went from peak to rock bottom after Evo, and it's because everybody saw the best of the best fight each other, and it turned everybody from players. We had to realize where everybody else was, and it turned everybody that was a player into an instant spectator, and we ain't went back since. And it's because Rashid fell flat on his face after they nerfed him. And we're waiting on Aki. It looks like she's gonna come in the game broken, so we'll play her for a week. And here's Burnout. You're gonna play it. Everybody's gonna rush to one character. You're gonna play him. She's gonna get downloaded super fast because it's gonna be the only character that the whole world is playing. And we'll be tired of Street Fighter again until the next character come out.
Yeah. That's the problem with Street Fighter. Because look at the betas. Nobody knew how to beat Manon. Once everybody figured out how to beat Manon, it's like, I don't want to play with you anymore.
Yep.
So you're trash.
Yep.
Trash character. And I play with Manon. No,
Yep.
not a trash character. She does
Yep.
need some improvements, but she's not a trash character. She just needs a few tweaks and buffs. And I know everybody's saying, you know, don't nerf the strong characters, buff the weak characters, but that's not always the answer either.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Some characters are built to be just stronger than other
Yep.
people.
Yep.
That's how games are supposed to go.
Yep.
Not everybody's going to be on an even playing platform.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Prime example, look at Street Fighter 6, bro. I mean, Street Fighter 5. Dan was stupid strong. They took a dumb gimmick character and made him ridiculously strong.
Yeah.
There's no need for him to be as strong as he was, but he was that strong.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
guess what? Once the new flavor of the month came out, then it's like, all right, I don't want to play with Dan anymore. I'm good. So I'm straight. It was cool, but now I'm on to this character. This is my character. Everybody has crisis character identity in the game because they see the new shiny toy, and once people figure it out, then it's like, I don't want to play the game anymore. I don't want to play this character anymore. They find something else to bitch and complain about. So I mean, that's just the since Street Fighter 5, that's the route that we're going. That's the way it's going to keep going. Everybody's going to play with the new toy until everybody figures out.
Yep.
And like everybody's talking about, oh, Zangief is not bad. Like, no, Snake Eyes is just that damn good.
Yeah, he
that's
is.
all. Zangief still suffers. He's still a bad character. It's just that Snake Eyes is that one in a million. He's an Itabashi, you know, he's an Itazan. He's one of those guys that's just his reactions is just on another level. But like I like to call them bill paying skills. Like, this is how these dudes put food on the table.
Yeah.
This is how they pay their bills. Like, when you got that kind of pressure on the line in a tournament, of course you're gonna peak. You're gonna be Goku UI. You're gonna break to a new level because you got something to prove. You gotta make sure you keep your sponsorship. Like, people don't understand that. Like, get good, practice. Like, no, it's not get good, practice. Like, we're common, casual people that just play the game and enjoy the game. But for these pros, this is their life. This is how they take care of themselves. So if they don't constantly lab 15 hours a day to make sure that they don't drop this combo and get it just right, then that's it for them. People like us go about our daily jobs, our 9 to 5s, our 10 to 2, just whatever, and we play the game and we have our opinions. But this is like, people need to quit trying to compare themselves or put themselves on the same level as these pros, because it's not. That's why you see the same people constantly winning every tournament. You might have a new face here or there, but it's consistently the same people that's going to be winning these tournaments because this is their life. This is what they do. Whereas it's a hobby for us, you know, like the fighting game union. At the end of the day, it's just a bunch of professional casuals.
Yeah.
So,
I'm gonna say this, man. Yeah, not to mean to cut you off. I'm gonna say this.
Yeah, you good.
There is no way that a game with a drive rush mechanic, like the whole drive rush system, can be balanced. And that's what, when I started talking about Street Fighter, I started talking with my boy Kurt. And rest in peace, my boy Ricky. I'd have said the same thing to Ricky. The game was destined to die because you cannot balance a game with a universal system and different characters. And I'm just watching it. I'm like, that drive system kills matchups. There's no point in learning a matchup because you can neutral skip with Cammy, or you don't even have to play with JP, or you can pick Ken. And it like you brought up with Manon, why would you pick Manon? Why would you play Manon no matter how fun you think she is? When you watch Ken, JP, Luke, and you know the top tier, I don't gotta name them, how easy it is for them to win. Why would you play that? And this is the point that I'm trying to make. The game is destined to get boring to, let's say the community is split by the tiers. Let's say you got 30% playing high tier, 30% playing mid tier, 30% playing low tier. The low tier is going to drop off instantly because their characters can't win. Now they could switch to a high tier, but the ones that just decided that I don't want to play Ken, I don't want to play JP, you just lose them because it's not even fun to fight that uphill battle. The mid tier may have their day in court, but even when I watch Street Fighter videos and I jump into the comment section, like when people are watching people fight JP, the comment section just seems so distraught. Like they literally say it's boring to watch JP, and it's just the honest truth. And this is the reason why Mortal Kombat, in my opinion, this will be the Mortal Kombat that flips the fighting game genre and is better than a Street Fighter, or better yet, the better way I'm trying to put it is, people will play this Mortal Kombat longer than Street Fighters because There is no way to become repetitive in this game. It's literally the cameo system breaks this game. And I mean, look, Mortal Kombat is known for broken games. In my opinion, Mortal Kombat X was super broken. And I feel like in this game, they just said, let's do it again. Let's break the hell out of the game. Because, I mean, I have seen the most broken shit from this cameo system. Motaro can teleport you. Scorpion can pull you away with the spear. Kung Lao can teleport you. Striker can handcuff you. I mean, it's ugly. It's gonna get real ugly when people just really get their time to play this game and learn more and more of how their character works and how each cameo can benefit them. And what I'm getting at is you won't have that repetition of watching, okay, it's Daigo playing Ken, or it's Angry Bird playing Ken. When you see Sonic Fox play Liu Kang, it will be different if Ninja Killer plays Liu Kang.
Exactly.
So for the viewer, it's never going to get boring for the viewer.
Yeah, there's creativity. Like it's not marginalized where like it was the Street Fighter V. Everybody plays that same character the same way. That's the best way to play that character. It's not dialed in. Like you're not gonna know what to do. You're not gonna know what to do when people pick different cameos. Like they took everything into consideration with this game when it came to the cameo system. Whatever weakness that you have, you can pick a cameo that's going to level it out and make you, if not balanced, top tier or whatever. So you suck at projectiles. Get you a defense person like Sub-Zero that can put ice armor on you so that projectiles do no chip damage or have no effect. You can just walk right through it and you can punish. Or you can have a trap character, like you were saying, Striker. Oh, you like the zone? Now I'm gonna handcuff you. Now I'm gonna handcuff you, or I'm gonna mix you up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna handcuff you, and then I can, if I can't at least strike you, you can at least dash forward, get some distance, close the gap, so I'm not just sitting there crouch walking, trying to avoid projectiles. Or I'm in a sticky, like Scorpion. I'm in a sticky situation. Get my character to come out and pull me back. Or get Motaro I can mix you up. I can be doing a combo, get Motaro to come out there and mix you up in the middle of the combo. I'm on the other side now. I'm just getting mixed. There's just so many setups and opportunities that people have no clue. You literally don't know how a fight's gonna go.
You don't
until it actually starts. You can't be like, oh, well, he's gonna win because he's good with this person. Like you don't know. That's what makes the cameo system in this game so good and unique and different. Like the variety of things that you can do makes it's wild. It's freaking wild, man. The crazy stuff you can do. So like I'm looking forward to these tournaments. Now I will say this, Street Fighter has always lasted and it will always last. Of the big three, it has the most appeal. And I understand that. And it has its fans that are gonna be loyalists to the end. You're not going to be able to tell them any different. It's a superior fighting game. I'm not going to tell them that they're wrong. You enjoy what you enjoy.
That's facts.
If you have to go and shit on another game just to make your game seem relevant, or spew opinions, not facts, just to try to make somebody feel less than about their game, it just shows your immaturity level. Like it is what it is. It's always going to be the big three. You're going to have Tekken, Mortal Kombat, you have Street Fighter. Everybody's going to have their viewers. Mortal Kombat is known for having a diehard, out the gate, 3-month period where it goes hard in the paint, most views, most players, and then it calms down until the next DLC comes out. And in a way, Street Fighter is the same.
It's the same.
Way.
I agree.
The same freaking way.
I agree.
When the newness wears off, that 30-day warranty's up, and you can't turn it back in to get your money back. Like it's the same thing. You do the same repetitive shit until the new character comes out, and then it's the same thing. It is the same thing. The only problem people have with Mortal Kombat is where Mortal Kombat can't get the shine that Street Fighter does is because of the blood and the gore. That's the problem. And I understand people want to do the whole esports, turn the blood off the thing. I get that. I really do, to make it more marketable. Man, this is what I gotta say to that. Fuck y'all.
There you go.
Not without the blood and the gore. That's why you play Mortal Kombat. If you don't want blood and gore, play fucking Street Fighter. That's why you got Street Fighter. That's why you got Tekken.
That's what I'm talking about.
Shit about the blood and the gore. Can we cut off fatalities and brutality? It's not Mortal Kombat then.
It's not Mortal Kombat.
That's what I gotta say to that, because I get sick of hearing y'all people talk about that. It's so annoying. That's what makes Mortal Kombat Mortal Kombat. The blood, the guts, the mayhem, the over-the-top graphic violence. That's what made Mortal Kombat. And if you don't like that, go play something safe and kid-friendly, like Street Fighter or Tekken. I get sick of people saying it. And the people that saying it don't even play Mortal Kombat. So if you got a problem with that, you can pull up and find me. I'm at 41 Bedwell Road. I'll be happy to PvP you in person. Like, I get sick of people saying it. It's just so annoying. It's so annoying. But when it comes to, like, consistent viewers and this, that, and the third, and that shit's irrelevant, because both games are the same thing. They come out hot and strong, and then they die until the new DLC comes out, and then it's a revitalization, and then it's just the same thing. It's always been like that. It's gonna keep being like that. But at the end of the day, enjoy what you enjoy, and quit shitting on other people's parade. It's just dumb, and it's a waste of energy and people's time. Because I damn sure get tired of having to get in chats on Facebook and fight people to the death over this stuff. But if I have to use my memes and talk down to a person to go to bat for a game, I will. I will. I got nothing but time. I'm old now, so I ain't got nothing but time to sit and make somebody else's day miserable because they decided to box with God when their arms were too short to do so.
Bruh, this man, everything he's saying is fire, y'all. 2023 been the year of fighting games. We got Street Fighter and we got Mortal Kombat. If you ain't happy and Tekken don't make you happy next year, then hey, you might need to be playing a different game. Because I shit on Street Fighter all the time, but I just be poking at the bear and I be waiting for somebody to say something. But both games are fun. Both games are fun. I think esports really is the reason why people just sit here and complain, because it's all about making money. But we've been talking for an hour, man. UltimateGohan400, you want to give any shout outs, or you want to shout out your Twitch channel or anything?
It's UltimateGohan400. I play Street Fighter. I play Mortal Kombat. I'm gonna play the new Tekken. I play Call of Duty. I play a variety of things. I'm not no professional. I cuss a lot. I drink a lot. I'm liable to be wearing a luchador mask or in a cape. Ain't no telling. I'm an old head that likes games and anime and wrestling and comics, and just like to have fun. And sometimes I'm a bit passionate and I'll say some wild shit. So you just have to censor it. But at the end of the day, we just all brought together by fighting games and our love of them. And that's pretty much me, man. Neck strong, bro. That's me all day.
Man, that's my boy UltimateGohan. He from my area. We're gonna protect Konoha or protect Namek, wherever you want to call it. And he glossed over why the main reason why I'm a fan of him and his channel is because it don't matter what you want to talk about. He got his hands in everything. He actually has a depth of knowledge on pretty much anything I can ask him. And I really mean anything. We just talked about Mortal Kombat today, but just as knowledgeable he was about Mortal Kombat, I could have asked him about towing trucks and he would have known. So y'all check out his channel, UltimateGohan400, Twitch, and that's Twitch, it, right? Correct. Just Twitch.
Yeah, Twitch. Okay. Just Twitch, yeah.
All right, yeah, we got more Mortal Kombat to talk. All right, y'all.